All right, Taurus, these two are a little bit heavy, but damn man, like I feel like this is like a life lesson. It's really about being a little bit more grounded and letting go of attachments or feelings of ownership and finding the simplicity in life and everyday things. So, Wisdom of the Oracle, chop wood, and I had to laugh when I seen that one, and I'll explain here in a minute. And then from Hidden Realms, the Ice Queen. And this did show up as a challenge for you. Ideas, preserve, non-action, and entitlement. Chop wood. So, as a lot of you guys know, I'm a gamer, right? I like to play video games. And one game that I got caught up in years ago was Skyrim. And there's a town in Skyrim called River Run where you can chop wood to earn money. Let me tell you, I chopped a lot of fucking wood. Chopping wood, chopping wood. I used to joke about that all the time. This one, though, is about being grounded in everyday experience and humility. Those are the essential meanings of this one. It says, taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative and contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you closer to what you seek. It's basically talking about the big dream being put on hold here because you're needing to appreciate the simplicity in life, the simple basic things. But the reason why you're needing to do this right now is because of the Ice Queen, I feel like, with this being the challenge. This is like needing to let go. But when you're talking about Taurus, it's not an easy thing. I mean, I'm already getting anxiety over it, right? And like I've always said, I feel like I want to be Taurus because it's just my rising, But like I feel it. The idea of like giving up what I own, it becomes a scary idea. But the Ice Queen has a challenge. Life incarnate is short. When you transition, you take nothing with you from the material world. This card calls upon you to release your hold on your relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. Everything is impermanent. Once you recognize that, everything is seen as the living miracle that it really is. And you won't be frozen in self-induced limitations. So, this is like basically simplifying your life. All right, Taurus. Here's your overall. Oh boy. The Eight of Cups. Okay. So clearly here with this being the overall, we're talking about you continuing to invest in something that is no longer making you happy, right? And needing to walk on now, needing to move on from this, needing to stop doing this to yourself. But we'll see. Speaking of the Ice Queen, the Queen of Swords is the past. Now, my problem is that if this is the past coming through and you're needing to pull on this now, why did you revert back to a place where you continue to do this, even if you were acting like, I'm not going to deal with your bullshit, right? So the Queen of Swords is the past. She doesn't deal with anything. Like, she doesn't play around. I'm not playing games with you. Just be straight up with me. I'm going to tell you like it is. But yet that is your front because you're still looking at the Eight of Cups as the overall. Did you let that down? And did you continue to do something that wasn't making you happy? It's almost like you were completely ignored is what I feel like. And it may be now you're looking at it like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Maybe it is time to move on. Damn, man. Oh, in the present, the Knight of Swords. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, I think that a lot of you are probably really unhappy with this situation right now. This could be relationship work, whatever the case is here. With the Knight of Swords, I do think that you're getting to a place right now where, because you were ignored, you're having to be a little bit more direct and brutal with communication. And now you're to the point where you're not even open. Even the Queen of Swords is open just a little bit. I mean, she still has her sword up, yeah, but if you're being pushed to the Knight of Swords, I don't think that a lot of you are happy with what is going on right now. I think that you got into a situation being hesitant to begin with, but now it's I've had enough, you know. But then again, my question has always been with the Eight of Cups is, are you actually doing this, right? Are you actually moving on? Or are you just now realizing that, you know, it's time to stop giving to this now? You know, whether it's like I said, a relationship or work situation here. But I feel sorry for the person who pushed you to that point, because I've seen Taurus females go off. I can't even imagine what a male would be like. But yeah, I feel like this is happening because you were ignored. Future conditions, the Nine of Cups. And, you know, with the Eight of Cups being there, it's just, you know what? This is not what I really wanted, but I'm going to start looking at what I actually want this time. But you need to move on, though, before you can actually get there, right? Now, for some of you, you may just be directly communicating to somebody, look, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm leaving. I'm moving on. You know, and it may be because something else comes up here, but with the Nine of Cups, right, it's about what you want. I don't think it's about being smug. You know, I mean, yeah, given the Oracle cards here again, right, like simplicity, letting go of ownership, but I don't think that that's it. And I say that because of the Eight of Cups being the overall, you know, but I'm hoping here that, you know, and I don't feel like this is rushed action with the Knight of Swords. If anything, the feeling of conviction. You know, not, you know, being too quick to do something here and not thinking about it. Like, I don't think that that's it. But I feel like once you get pushed to that point, you know, what you want is what starts to become available or manifest for you. But first, it's, you know, I got to move on from this. I can't do this anymore. Oh, your best path to follow the devil. Yeah. I mean, you know, I think some of you, when you're looking at the devil, you're talking about, you know, first of all, the unhealthy things. And then, of course, materialism comes up with this. But we're talking about you continuing to do something because of it being comfortable. It's what you know, right? But you know that you're locking yourself in an unhealthy situation. I mean, you know, between the two of those, no. But I still get the feeling that you were like completely ignored in the past. You know, because it's funny because I almost see the Knight of Swords as more brutal than her. And I feel like that's you being pushed to that point. But the devil being your best path to follow is saying that you need to look at all the unhealthy things that are keeping you trapped and keeping you in a place where you feel unfulfilled. My God, if I could tolerate. In your environment, the Knight of Wands, you know, in this for you is, I'm done, I'm out, I'm moving on to what I want, you know. But first you need to get rid of this, because I feel like you're still dealing with it right now. But the thing is I feel like it's preventing you from actually following, you know, what you want to do, you know. And it's not that you're doing something and not thinking about the consequences. I don't think that that's it. Now, if this is the person that you're dealing with, you're done with their bullshit. I mean, you're meeting each other head on and you're done. I need to walk away now. I can't play games with you anymore, you know. But in terms of you looking at your future conditions, it's really about you being able to go after what you want now rather than doing this, you know. I feel a little bit iffy about that Knight of Wands, you know, because if we're looking at cause and effect, this would be the cause, because I feel like this is the progression of you. Your hopes and your fears, the Page of Pentacles. And, you know, this is just you hoping that you're going to be able to do something new here, start something new, start over. That's what I feel like with the Page of Pentacles. This is taking what you have learned through your experience and, you know, starting from the bottom. But then also, if we're talking about a person, I don't think that they are dependable. I mean, looking at the Knight of Wands underneath that, you know, you may be hoping that, you know, they may take what you are telling them and start doing something here that's going to correct the situation. But like I said, the Devil and the Eight of Cups, you're going to have to look at this and move on from it, you know, before it completely drains you and you lose all hope when it comes to what you wanted in the first place or what you thought was going to make you happy. You know, I would say don't depend on somebody else. Don't depend on somebody else or have any expectations towards somebody else making this right, you know, or wanting to start over or doing what's necessary to fix this, because I don't think that they're invested or interested, you know. And I hate to put it that way, but I can't get past, you know, what you're looking at here, but then also the feeling of, like I said, being ignored. Ooh, boy. The Tower. You know, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? And it's not that something shocking is going to happen to you. I think it's going to be you realize that you need to make some drastic changes, sudden and drastic changes before you can actually see what you want. Because what you're doing right now is no good. And then Death, damn, man. It always shocks me when that one ends up coming out for a clarifier. All right, the Queen of Cups. So like what I was saying before, at one point you were the Queen of Swords, but there was still a part of you that was emotionally attached, emotionally invested into something, and maybe a little bit too giving. And you may have been taken advantage of. Like, I don't know how else to put that. With the Page of Wands and looking at the Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands, or the Knight of Wands. Yeah, too many knights and too many pages going on here, damn it. The Page of Wands. I don't think that this is about somebody telling you what you want to hear, because that's already happened. Because you became invested in it, it turned out to be not even worth your time. The Page of Wands, to me, I'm looking at that with the Knight of Wands, thinking that this is somebody who, you know, is very immature. You know, no matter who you're dealing with, male or female, I feel like this is going to have to do with a person. And it's weird because I usually don't get that with pages and knights and stuff like that. But I'm looking at this as this person may still be like trying to show you that, you know, there's a way to kind of continue with them. And that, you know, there's a way that you can continue to deal with them. But I think that that's because they may be playing on your emotions, right? And with the Knight of Swords, that would be your response. You know, this is like where you thought things were going to be good. With the Tower, it's like, no, everything that they told me was like a lie. And it's not what I wanted, you know. I don't think that they're trying to continue to tell you what you want to hear, but I think that they're trying to justify their own actions, though, too. Now, with Death, it's done. It's done, especially with the Tower being there. And it's going to change you. And it's going to change the way that you look at the things that you want, you know. But it's a good thing, you know. The only part about the Tower with the Eight of Cups that I think would be hard for you as far as Death coming out is you realizing that you're not going to be able to turn back once you wipe your hands of this. But I think you know this. But I worry about where you are emotionally. Your front with the Queen of Swords didn't hold up very well, you know. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is this week, but I get this like big time message of you need to think about you. You need to think about yourself right now. We need to stop doing things for other people when there is no appreciation or the same kind of return. You know, I don't think that this is somebody that you can count on. I think you know that this is an unhealthy situation. I think that for you, you know, with that Nine of Cups being there, what worries me is that, you know, you may be looking at all the things that you want and thinking that it'll never be realized. And I say that because I'm kind of looking back here at the Oracle cards. And then Balance. Wow, man. So guidance, needing to pay attention to your own inner guidance, right? And listening to the guidance that is surrounding you, especially if you have, you know, your guides, angels, the source, whatever. If you feel like you're being guided to do something, then it's time to listen to that and open up to all the possibilities that will create balance in your life. And that's basically it, because you need to get back to a place of balance. You know, you can't look at it as everything being, you know, devastating and drastic. And I say that because of the Devil in the Tower. You know, the possibilities are unlimited, you know. But we need to look at the possibilities that are going to create balance for you. And you need to pay attention to the guidance that's like nudging you in that direction. And then begin now. Take your first steps. Damn, man. Yeah, you're headed into unknown territory, but you're going to have to do this. But this, you know, when I look at unknown territory, just the meaning of it, you are exactly where you need to be. This is saying that what you're going through right now is meant to happen. You're meant to go through this because it's going to kick you into where you want to be. You know, what is actually going to make you happy, what is actually going to make you fulfilled, right? But you need to take the first steps to create that tower moment and be done, right? But go ahead, right? Step into the unknown. But damn, man, this one got heavy quick. You guys are going to have to let me know here, but I do feel like this presence of a really immature person that is causing you problems. And this could be relationship, family. But like I said, the big thing that I get from your past is that you were ignored. And it pushed you in a place where, you know, you're meeting head on with this person and their actions and the way that they have been treating you. You know that it's unhealthy. You know you need to move on here. And don't have any expectations when it comes to this person making things right, because I don't think that that's realistic right now. Don't allow, you know, yourself to be taken advantage of, especially on an emotional level here. You know, with death coming through, it's a good thing, right? You go through that, you clear everything out here, and then you get to actually see the things that, you know, you have been wanting. And it's not that you're being unrealistic about, you know, your wants and your wishes here. I just think that what you invested into was not it.